Hi, I'm Delilah, and this is my story. Is that a good story? Okay. Hi, I'm Delilah, and this is my story. When I was 12 years old, I first went into foster care because my mom was mentally and physically abusing me. When I was 13, I first tried committing suicide. It did not work. I'm still alive. And then when I turned 14, I tried again, and how I tried to overdose on a bunch of old pills in the cupboard, but while I was sitting there with the jar of pills open, I just looked at them and then I started crying, and then I fell off the countertop of my kitchen, and then I started praying to God. I was really sad. I was like, God, save me. I tried multiple times after that to connect with God. I tried a lot. I prayed to Him, I tried reading the Bible, and nothing seemed to work. I didn't connect with God. But just last summer, I had my cousin come out, and he come out from Nevada, and he started talking to me, and he's like, Delilah, God's so amazing. You need to give God another chance. He did not do anything to you. It was not your fault. It was not His fault, but He can save you. And I was like, no, you're wrong. Be quiet. God's not going to save me at all. But he convinced me to start doing the 30-day praying challenge. So I started praying every single night and every single morning. And I would just pray to God, and I'd talk to God about my day. And then over winter break, I was alone. I didn't have anybody, and I had nobody to talk to and nobody to be with. I was completely alone. And I just started praying. And I prayed over and over again for God to give me sanctuary, for God to make me feel free. And then I heard the news that I'd be moving in with my grandparents in January. So I came out here to Utah, and I started going to this new church. And the first time I even met anybody at this church, that is the first time I think I've truly felt God's presence, His Spirit. Just everybody was so kind to me. They hugged me, they shook my hand. I felt very welcomed and like I was a part of their family. My life and emotional state growing up was not the best. After my dad committed suicide when I was 5, I didn't really have a father figure or really a mother figure. She wasn't really there. I would describe my emotional state now as amazing. I wake up every day, and even if I woke up really cranky, I would still be in a great mood. I could have just failed a test at school, but I'd still be in an amazing mood because I know every night that I have God to go pray to. I know every night that I have my Bible to go read. I know every single night that I'm never alone because I have God.
Hi, I'm Routledge. Before I met God, I kind of thought of God as somebody that I wasn't really sure what He did for me. I saw Him more of a vessel for comfort and morality to people that needed that, and truthfully I didn't think that I needed that for myself. I grew up in a Christian household, and so all of my life I was heavily surrounded by that, and I didn't ever really have a chance to go outside of that. So the first chance that I took it, and I liked not having the guardrails of a Christian household around me. And I tried all of the things that modern day America says that you should try and that will benefit you and help you, and they all seem to do that until they didn't. And all of the things that I did, they were fun until it all got old, it all got stale, and it stopped providing the comfort that it initially had. The further I dove into God, the further I realized that prior to meeting Him, I depended heavily on my management skills to manage my own life, and they had always fallen short. And the further I gave that to God, the more that I didn't have to worry about myself managing my own life. The difference in my life now as to before, when I wasn't following God, is pretty drastic. Before, I would seek comfort in everything that would be self-soothing. Now in those moments that I struggle, I can give those to God in prayer or reading the Bible or worship.